Welcome to this video tutorial. My name is Loregnard, and in today's video I'll be demonstrating how to set up an FTP server using Filezilla. Let's begin. First we go to our web browser, we type in Filezilla. We're downloading from the filezilla-project.org. Because we are in a Windows environment, we're going to download the Filezilla Windows only. Save. We agree to the license agreement. You set the settings as default. Click next. And we install. Next, we add a user. Click on the user icon. Click add. Enter a name for the user. Next, we'll be entering a password for the user. Select bypass, user limit to the server, and the maximum connection 3. Next, we need to add a directory for the user where the files to be shared on the server will be stored. In this case, we go to the downloads folder for a folder already set. We give privileges to the user, which is read, write, delete, and append, and we click OK. As you can see, this is the folder shared. We have some photos, and we have a file saying Roger FTP test 1, test 2, test 3. Click close. Next, we go into the server settings. In this menu, there's only 2 settings you need to be changed, which is the passive mode setting, where we have to use the following IP, which is our local, which is our internet IP. So we go to the browser again, type in what's my IP, and we use our public IP, copy and we paste, and we enter that IP address right there. We click OK. We go back into the settings of the server. We go down to the FTP over TLS settings, and we enable FTP over TLS. For this menu, what we need to do is generate a certificate. The certificate will allow the user connected to the FTP to validate or trust that the connection is encrypted. So now we add in the fields for the certificate, we add a country code. We fill out the blank fields as much as we could. Here we'll add an email address. We give the server a name. And we click browse for the file path of where we're going to install the server. In this case, we're going to put it on the desktop. And we generate this certificate. Certificate generated successfully. Click OK. Next, we go to our command prompt and we enter ipconfig, and we're looking for the IPv4 address, which is the IP address of the machine that the server is installed on. And we log in a computer that is on our network, on our local network. Once in the computer, we're going to type, open our browser, and we're going to enter FTP :// and we're going to enter the IP address of the local machine that the server is on, which is 0.27 : port 21, and we enter the credentials of the user we created before on the server, and we have access via the browser to the files. We open the file, it twice. Go again. We go to where we download the file. And as you can see, same file with the Roger FTP test 123. Next, what we want to do to demonstrate remote access to the server is log into a computer that is on another network, which is outside of this network. On this computer, we would firstly try to download the client server. So we go to our web page. And we type here you'll type Filezilla, and we will just only download the Filezilla client. That's all is needed. So the file is downloaded, we install. Agree. If you want to use this computer, click next. Add that desktop icon. Click finish and run the client. Now, with the client installed, in order for us to access the server via the client, we need the public IP address of the computer with the server, and we copy and paste it into the host field. We enter the username for the account, we enter the password, we enter the port number 21, and click connect. And we can see the certificate, the credentials, the information we've entered when we generated the certificate. Click always trust, and then we click OK. And there you have it. We now have access via the client, access to the server via the client. Click on a file. Edit. What we do, we'd enter, we'd make an append to the file, 0, 0, make some changes to the file, save. Okay, next. We can upload an image. Transfer finish. The image is there, and then we could now go to our server, and we're going to check the file and see if now there we have it, the picture that we have loaded, and the notepad, the changes we have made via the client. For those of you still having any issues connecting to the server for some reason, it may be a problem of the firewall. So there are two ways that you can solve the problem. You need to log into the gateway of your router. For my router, I go to the advanced settings, then I go to the security settings, and you're looking for the DMZ. And in DMZ, you're entering the IP address, the local IP address of the node or computer that you have the server installed. You enter that IP address there. Or if you're still having problems, you go to the firewall settings on your computer and you give access to allow it through the firewall. File server. Or you can, mine is already added, you can search for the network part where you have the Filezilla server installed, choose the file executor for the server, click OK. As I said, mine is already added, and that's it. Those are the two things that can only block the firewall after having followed the steps of the video. Thanks for watching. This was my tutorial on how to set up an FTP server using Filezilla.